Khan. While listening to different speakers here, and there was some thoughts going in my mind, just trying to recollect them. The first thing that I just wanted to express is that in 2005, there was one Prime Minister from India, Mr. Manmohan Singh, who came to United States and addressed a joint session of the Congress. And in that joint session of the Congress, the Prime Minister then, I quote, said that India is a democracy and the Constitution does not matter, but what matters is how it functions on ground. Now, my question here to August guest here and the speaker and the panel is, does a democracy function with draconian laws like AFSAPA and PSA, which I will give you what it means? Does a democracy work when you besiege 8 million people by 900,000 combat-ready army in a space of New York? Does democracy work when there are hundreds of cases of rape as used as a weapon of war? I don't think that you can deny Kunanpushpora, where the rapes were conducted from 13-year-old to 80-year-old lady in one night by Indian Army. I can't understand that your generals, the Indian generals, there's the statements over and over in different decades, in different years, saying that there are about 200 militants, about 150 militants. I never have heard that there are as many as 500 militants operating in Kashmir. Who those militants are, I will also tell you that. But can you, the August gathering here, let me know that 800,000 army compared to 400 or 200 militants operating in Jammu and Kashmir is a proportionate expectation from a democratic country like India, which talks that it's the biggest democracy. Let me explain. There are 2 United Nations Human Rights Council reports, the latest in 2019, July, which speaks the horrendous human rights abuses that have been going on in Kashmir in the last 30 years. This is not me speaking. This is not India. This is not Pakistan. This is not America. This is not United States. It's the arm of United Nations, which is called United Nations Human Rights Council. And it comes with a set of human rights abuses that are going on, not only in 2019, not in 2018, but which are going on for the last 30 years. Will you deny that? Will President Trump deny that? Will United Nations Secretary General deny that? It is appalling.
Sorry.
Yes,
sir.
It's appalling that Pakistan government does not take up things in a proper perspective with respect to Kashmir. The siege back home today is not a new thing. We have seen curfews for hundreds of days. We have seen, I talked about AFSAPA, it's called Armed Forces Special Act. It's an army act by which an officer on a hunch may suspect a child, a lady or an adult being in dissent with the Constitution of India, may be in dissent, suspect. He can only, there is a suspicion, not that he has proved it physically. By suspicion, the army can shoot him. There is no recourse. No recourse to law. You asked a question to the minister here, Pakistan minister here, what about the journalism? The journalism in India is controlled. If you ever heard about Pravda in United Soviet Union, it is similar.
How do you propose we do it then? If you think that's the way it is, how do you propose we do it? That's the question. How do we propose we do journalism under the current circumstances?
You have United Nations Human Rights Council report in your hand. Take that report and show it to Mr. Modi.
Why does that not work so, Hasni? Why does that not work? Yes.
Well, firstly, I've read that report.
Yeah,
and I do want to point out that that report includes many human rights violations in POK as well.
Exactly.
On the Pakistani side
exactly.
as well. Let me finish, sir.
Hold on.
Let me finish, sir.
So Hasni, it's still his turn to
But those are legislative human rights abuses. Those are no way it can be compared with the human rights abuses of rape, custodial killing, disappearance. Will you deny that there is mass graves? European Commission has come up with the report. Will you deny that? No. Okay. You cannot deny it.
Just trying to make this
Okay, hold on. So the rules deployed. Amitoj, do you have a counter question?
No, I don't have a counter question. I'd like her to answer the question.
Okay, so we'll go to Suhasini then. Yeah. Suhasini, you can respond and have your own say in the next one.
I think we can go on forever talking about 1930, 1940, 1950. I can point out that while India today is in the dock for having carried out this revocation of 370, according to what the gentleman is saying, the truth is that Pakistan already cut up Kashmir in 3 parts, the part that it controlled.
I didn't talk about
one second.
I think there's
one part was given to China.
I think
one part was made Gilgit Pakistan.
So just a quick follow-up. So there's no one here to talk from Pakistan's perspective besides me right now. So I would really appreciate it if we stick to what he said and/or we move to your point, because the minister has left the building.
The point is, the UN has put out a report. That report has been reported by all of us, including myself, if you'd like to go and check for yourself. The fact is, we have been...
It's equally damning on both sides. Right?
We have been covering the situation in Kashmir for several years. Are we talking about a way forward? I think there was a period between 2003 and 2008 where we did see a certain way forward. There was a discussion at that time on a 4-step formula. There could still be another discussion. The truth is that we have to keep looking for the truth. The truth is that this cannot just become a narrative of what happened in 1930, what happened in 1940.
I think AFSPA is pretty recent, actually.
What are we talking about?
But I think the gentleman...
Excuse me, sir.